Hello YouTube, this is Captain Underscore once again playing Kerbal Space Program .19, and today, as you might have already seen from the title, we're actually gonna send up those humongous wheels, which I already mentioned in one of the earlier episodes. So now these things are truly huge, and well, I thought of how to actually get them up there, and I quickly came up with a plan that I haven't tested so far, but I hope it's gonna work. And yeah, set up a multi-stage plan there, which involves a lot of docking, and I've named this entire mission the Massive Moon Vehicle. And first of all, we got three different spacecraft there. The first one being the base part, which is going to be this thing here. Got two docking nodes on the top and bottom, and well, it's going to act as a base, as the name says. Got a lot of batteries and those large solar arrays, and that's just going to be the base of our rover, of our giant rover there. And as you can see, it's already got one of these habitat module thingies, which enables us to transport more than 3 Kerbals around, which is cool. Okay, then we've got our other important stage, the wheels, which is the actual wheels, the same launch setup. And here we've got these node points there, and well, they're going to function as well, they're going to be very modular, and we'll be able to attach them to the front and bottom. They're mounted on the side, so they'll attach to this part or this port here, which will be the wheels. Now I'll attach one to the front and bottom, front and bottom, whatever you want to call it. It's just going to be there. You'll see it when it's in orbit, and yeah, this part's just going to decouple. That's just the transport stage, because we're going to land this on the Mun, and we'll have to get it there first, and that's going to be a difficult task. I haven't tested this before, but I guess that this thing's going to be pretty heavy. The wheels and the node aren't as heavy as you might think. I was like, this thing is like almost as heavy as all of this up here, but we'll see how that works. So once we've attached these things to the front and aft of our base module there, we'll have to get this whole thing onto the Mun, and landing this thing is going to be difficult, and I haven't ever tried this before, but I've designed this really weird setup. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this thing here, which is going to be transported over to the Mun like here twice, just like the wheels, and this is going to attach to the top, or what was the top of the wheel module, if you remember that. And yeah, it's going to act as some kind of lander system. I'm not sure how good this whole thing will land, considering that it consists of many docking node connections, and that is not very stable. Tri-coupling is not really an option. That is difficult and requires a lot of space. And yeah, I'm not sure if that's really useful for this mission or operation, but we'll see how it works. So I guess that's everything important. So we'll have to launch 5 things in all, if nothing goes wrong. So we're going to start with the base, because that's where everything's going to attach onto. I hope I didn't forget anything. There we go. Okay, and well, let's hope we've got no duplicate Kerbal problems here. Check the staging. Wonderful. Looks like everything's set up. Okay, guess we can launch. Yep, and we can clear the launch pad, which was still littered with debris from my first Duna mission, which horribly failed. Guess interplanetary travel is still something we'll have to save for later on. So, and we've got a duplicate Kerbal problem, as I can just see, because Landlorf is already on the Mun, and we do not want duplicate Kerbal problems. So I'll see you in a sec when I've restarted this mission properly. Okay, I'm back. I had to crash this thing 2 times just to get the proper Kerbals in there. We had 2 duplicate Kerbal problems, and trust me, duplicate Kerbals is not something that you'll want when the mission is in progress, because you never know when they suddenly get into the same module and bam, they vanish. That's kind of sad. And considering that they're all on the moon, whatever, it might definitely happen that these guys get into contact, and it would be really lame if they just like vanish, I guess. So we're launching this thing, and I'll be back when it's in orbit, because that is really trivial stuff. And we're just about reaching orbit. And there goes our engine. Yep. Fuel is, I hope, calculated not too sparse, because not having enough fuel would be kind of lame on a mission like this, where there could be so many other horrible problems, and your major concern should not be fuel. At least not in proper missions. But I'm not a great mission planner, and I guess there is plenty of room for error. If that is anything positive. So whatever, we're gonna have to get into an lunar trajectory somehow. We'll get there, I guess. Damn. These nodes just tend to vanish. So we'll need 864. Nope, what am I doing? Okay, cool. 590 is too much, and 187 is, I guess, fine. We can still adjust that in flight. So, let's adjust our trajectory. No, let's adjust our attitude. That's what I'm going to say. The trajectory will only be changed when we thrust. So, line that up. And time warp to the point of the burn. Okay, before we overshoot it, we want to check and see how long it's going to take. Two minutes, so we're going to have to burn 1 minute in. As always, splitting the burn up in halves, just in front and beyond the node, thus being the most accurate and effective. Okay, so this is going to take forever, as you saw, 2 minutes, so yeah, we're just going to skip that part. Okay, this MMV base is on our way, waiting to reach its destination. And whilst it's doing that, we're actually going to launch the second, the second part of this rover, because we don't want to take too much time. And planning this thing out as good as I did, I guess should allow this dangerous maneuver. So, okay, we'll have to just okay, we'll have to grab the MMV wheels. Let's see how this thing flies. If it flies at all. I hope it flies, but I guess everybody'd hope that if they just built something as awkward as this thing and want to launch it. But we'll see if it gets done. Somehow, I've got the feeling that this just has to work. I mean, why would they implement these wheels if you just couldn't get them somewhere else? I don't know. Okay. No Kerbal duplicate problems here. This is a fully automated mission. And I guess we're ready to go. Gosh, that looks wobbly. Oh, it's doing fine. Doing fine. It's doing very well, actually. Looking at that. You know, I had to attach these radial attachment points here because this thing is thrusting like hell. Wow. I had to attach radial attachment points there because you couldn't attach the wheels to this node thing there, which was kind of strange, but I guess that's the way the game works. Yeah, so that's what I had to do. It's really difficult to talk and adjust all these, just adjust the throttle so you don't overshoot the necessary points of adjustment. Whatever, this is just going to be the same procedure as with the other thing, so we'll see each other when we're back in orbit. Almost being back in orbit. Whoa, we're right back, and I'm just happy that I packed lots of RCS because, you know, having to maneuver these massive ships just is a pain in the ass if you do not have RCS on board. And as you can see, even then, I'm requiring a lot of RCS just to turn this thing, just to make the most simple and minute maneuvers. But, you know, that's a price you have to pay for transporting things without any Kerbal guys around and without any big props. You know, these command pods, and yeah, that's just one problem. The torque is horrible. So I set up the node there. We're just gonna. Oh shit, we're still really low, aren't we? Yep. Can't do time warp yet. Okay, that sucks, I guess. Okay, we'll have to wait. I think it was 70,000. That was the. We'll go 2 times time warp. We definitely don't want to miss our burn. Which is really short, by the way, so I can show you that. The trajectory that I have mapped out right now, so this blue trajectory is really awesome. Well, I think it almost has a periapsis even, and that was one continuous burn. So that was pretty neat, and yeah, I guess I'm getting better at this stuff. As you can see, I'm not really awesome, but you know, getting used to this game whilst playing it, which I guess is the only way to learn it. Learning by doing. So, oh, we can actually time warp. Cool. 2 minutes, 1 minute from now, and 40 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, and we can wait the last 15. We're not that impatient. Or are we? So, I think it's cool that I actually managed to get this thing into orbit. Didn't expect that. Whoa, that's some really strange stuff. Whatever. We definitely want to have a good and high periaps, because we do not want to crash this thing. At least I don't want to. That would be lame. Trust me, it would be lame. So we'll have to put our maneuver node there again, because we'll just have the almost same trajectory as our other ship there. Bam, 164 was what we had. Somewhere around there. Good. And 300,000. 129,000. 95,000. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay. Good. I'm not gonna cut anything out right here because we can do this all in real time. And see, even with, you know, 8 RCS thrusters, this thing is still achingly slow in terms of rotation. And because I do not want to mess anything up. Okay, I'm messing up right now. Slowly time accelerate because I'm a cheater. Okay, now we're going to jettison this stage, even though there still was fuel in it, because we want to have a very accurate burn, and having multiple stages during one burn is not very accurate. So, and this thing's going to turn a lot better now, I hope. Let's see how long the burn would be. 1 minute 53, so about 1 minute in, we'll have to start burning. Okay, so we're getting closer to that. 2 minutes, 1 minute 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Stop the time acceleration. Do the last reorientation there. Turn on RSS. Thank you. And bam. And now accelerate to the full capacity of this thing and wait. And I'm gonna save you this time because you know, it just takes a long time and it's very boring. Okay, we've got both our vehicles or both our spacecraft in transit. With this thing just slightly behind the first one. I'm not going to send up any more right now. I guess I'm going to put that into a different episode because this is going to take quite a while. Just going to see if I can actually dock this stuff and perhaps going to do a little more detail. So that's pretty much it. I guess I'm going to switch to this thing right now. And for that we're going to go to the Space Center, Tracking Station, and the MMV base. Because that thing is going to arrive first, and we should be controlling the one that arrives first. Because otherwise we'll just have this thing floating around somewhere in the middle of nowhere, probably even leaving. Yep, it's on a trajectory to leave Kerbal. And that would be kind of sad, I guess. Who knows where it might go? Where would it go? And it wouldn't go anywhere. Apparently. Who cares? So, let's time accelerate. Like a lot. Why is this thing catching up? That's creepy. Bam! SOI change. Okay, and what I'm going to do, just for security, I'm going to switch to this thing and do the SOI change in real time. And with real time, I mean I'm going to do it with the ship loaded, because you never know what happens when these things make SOI changes, and they're just like, I don't know, I haven't tried it, sort of let that happen automatically. I don't want to try that. Yeah, okay, it's about to reach the SOI. Boom, there we go. And now we can leave the rest. Oh gosh, the trajectory is horrible again. Whatever, we can still correct that. We got lots of fuel. Switch back to the MMV base. And make sure that this thing arrives the way it's supposed to. Okay, first of all we're going to quick save. Haven't done so before. Then we're going to open up the map and set up a decent orbit there. Come on, let's try that again. There we go. And oh, that was a little too much. Yeah, but this thing's gonna have to stay in orbit because you know, docking on a trajectory that is gonna collide with the surface is, I guess, a bad idea. Oh, we had that there. Was that just the flipping of that? I don't know. Yeah, there we had it. There. Ah, come on. What is this? 280, 230, 260, 240. Gosh. This is no fun. Boom. With 100 meters difference. We're not going to get that thing. But we'll get close to it, I hope. Now this trajectory is very high. You know, considering that that's like almost its own diameter. But, I don't know. I'm not sure. Perhaps we gotta lower that. Yeah, we're gonna lower that even further. To approximately 100,000 meters is good. We can still do everything else later on. Okay. Yeah, that's better, so we don't have to waste as much fuel on landing. Where do we have to thrust? Just wildly spinning this thing. But I bet that's what they do with a real NASA too. Just spin around until they see these little icons on their nav balls and stuff. Who needs computers if you got nav balls? Come on. I mean, if I can manage a moon mission like this without any specific training or stuff like that, then the guys from the NASA should be able to do so as well. Okay. We're just gonna assume that this thing is not gonna do anything weird whilst we're catching, or whilst this thing is catching us, I guess. So, and getting close to this burn point, let's see how long it would take. 37 seconds, so we'll burn in 15. And I can't imagine that, to be honest. And almost overshot that there. And catch. Did it say 37? Because then we just did something wrong. I'm not sure, I forgot. Who cares? Oh yeah, 26 seconds. Yeah, I actually burned a little early. So we apparently have a lot of fuel. Lots and lots and lots of fuel. Hmm. 1.9 meters per second left to go. And because I'm an accurate guy, okay, that's as accurate as I want to go. Thank you very much. 99.3, that's perfect. Okay, now we'll have to adjust that on the other side. See how close we can get. No, we won't get anywhere. Okay, we're gonna have to do some multitasking here. Okay, this thing is gonna... Oh, God. Sorry for that voice thing there. Okay, this is really strange. I didn't see it having a horrible trajectory. So we'll have to switch back to this thing. Going into a lot of detail in recording here, but, you know, I'm gonna split this anyways. So, I'm not gonna really cut out much. Why should I? Gotta make these videos long. I'm giving up on making them short. There's no point in trying to do so. So we got our point there. We're gonna burn the same thing down to about 120. Because I say so. Can we set this thing as our target? Forget it. Like, seriously, forget it. Okay, we're gonna have to do a correction burn at that point. And so we're just gonna do this quickly because I don't want to spend too much time on this stuff. So, where's our little target thing there? Let's just check. We got plenty of RCS. Just two giant wheels floating in space. Nothing strange going on. So, saying so very often. Gotta stop saying so. Okay, we got 33 seconds of burn, which means we're gonna have to burn 1 minute. Now, what I don't understand is why does this thing burn 1 minute and the other thing only 30 seconds? What did I say? No, we're gonna have to burn 15 seconds. Okay, talking shit again. I didn't divide by 2, I multiplied by 2. And that is wrong. Come on, rotate. And, what did I say? 15 seconds. La-di-da. Where's this thing? Where's... Oh, it's still there. Okay. Got plenty of time. this is going pretty well. Okay, so far we're only dropping stuff there. The real critical part is, I guess, going to be the landing and docking. But we're still optimistic. And boom. Catching. Breaking off our incredible velocities. The moon is getting pretty populated. At least it looks like that. It's still pretty void of, well, Kerbal existence, I guess. But, you know, we're starting to fill this place with our junk. The _ space program is getting its stuff where it wants to get its stuff. If that's even correct. But I'm just talking stuff so I can ignore the fact that I'm not doing this properly. Come on. Gosh. Turn on RCS. RCS is a lot of help in these cases. And whatever, we're not getting it that accurate, apparently. Okay, looks like we got a good intersect. Only a separation of 641.7 kilometers. That's not very much. That's almost enough for docking. And if you might have noticed that I'm sarcastic at this moment, then whatever, just let me talk. I have to concentrate a lot to get this stuff right. And, well, I guess 0.0. Exactly what we wanted. And, as I want to say, I get very, well, distracted when I'm trying to do all this stuff. That's why I usually cut this out. But right now, I do not want to do all the other stuff today, and it's going to take a lot of time. And yeah, just gonna split that up into multiple videos, and I just want to get this one done so I can upload it, which is in your favor, I guess. But what I am going to do is I'm going to cut this part out until we get to the docking, because I think you've watched enough of this boring stuff. So we'll see you when we're on a good trajectory. We've gotten to the point where I can use the chase camera and RCS to advance on our base module here and break down the RCS thrust, because that's going pretty fast. Gosh. Stop, please. Going fast. Too fast. Okay, now this part's going to be difficult. We'll have to see how to attach this. I noticed in the last moment, by the way, that I had to open these solar panels. This thing almost ran out of electricity. I've got to stop forgetting that. Okay, good thing we packed a lot of RCS. Got a lot of RCS. And that's really good, because I guess the RCS would be empty if I hadn't packed this large fuel tank there. And that would be pretty lame, I guess. But you know, that's the way things are. Didn't forget this time. I've even got RCS on this. I've got RCS on everything I'm sending up here. So how are we going to attach this? We got to find... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the other ship. And we're going to rotate this thing so it faces the North Pole, so it doesn't rotate relative to us. And what we're going to do as well is we're going to turn it around its own axis so that these windows are facing the sun. Because it's important how I attach these things now. Can't just, you know, do this anyway. It's really important that this lines up properly, because otherwise we got a lot of problems later on. So we're going to attach it to this thing first, because you never know when you're going to need the fuel. So, rotate like that, rotate like this, and thrust upwards. Are we closing in on this thing? Let's set this as a target and let's control it from here. Ugh. Yuck. Where is the ship? Okay, this is feeling really awkward. Ugh. Gosh, especially with this center of mass thing going on. Gosh. No, 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 no. Let's control it from there again. It's horrible. Okay, we'll see how we get this done. We're gonna get it. We are gonna get it done somehow. Okay. Turn around that way and this way. And this is taking forever, but that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Take forever. Good. Now, carefully thrust forward and upward. Oh, we don't have our CS on. And forward and upward and left and right and everything. Turn off this thing, adjust that a bit. Not happy with the rotation yet, but who cares? We can adjust that in a few seconds. Or actually, I got an even better idea. We're gonna leave this thing just the way it is right now. No, we're not. We're gonna thrust this thing closer. I want to dock this. And Kerbal is rising in the background. Got no time to admire its beauty. No, other way, other way. This looks good. The orientation is good enough. We're just gonna have to make that or accurately fit that in once we just add the other parts. That's what I wanted to say. Gosh, what is going on? This is never working, is it? No, come on. We're getting there. Ugh. Turn that off. And boom! Let's see how this thing is connected. Yeah, this is fine. Now we're just going to control it from here. Turn off ASS. God's sake. No, that's fine. I'm happy with this. So, just going to extend those large panels. Wonderful. Good. We got the first pair of wheels attached to this rover thing. Looking awkward already. And it's going to be pretty stubby now that I look at it. But who cares? This thing is not designed to look good. It's designed to work. And as I said before, this is going to be where we'll attach the what was it exactly, the landing system. We're going to attach that. This thing is going to be identical to the one on the bottom, and we're just going to attach 2 of these landing systems. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but well, you'll find out in the next episode, I guess. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.